Marcus watched it all and thought, someone ought to fix this. Why not try? Saved up $800 and a fire in his chest, printed up some flyers, wore his Sunday best, knocked on every door from 5th to the edge of town. People looked at him like, son, this system's gonna take you down. But Marcus didn't hear it that way. Marcus heard not yet. Marcus shook their hands and meant it, something they forget. The kid from nowhere, running hard. The kid from nowhere, playing every card. No pack behind him, no machine, no name, just a folding table and a reason. Goddamn shame, the kid from nowhere, we needed him bad. The kid from nowhere, watch what they did to that. 6 weeks in the party came to call. 2 guys in rental cars, that's all. Said, son, we like your energy, we like your face, but you're gonna need our money to win this race. Marcus said, what does that come with? They smiled like they'd heard it before. Said, just a few positions, nothing major, son, just remember who opened the door. Marcus said he'd think about it. They said, don't think too long. Left a card, left a number, left a feeling something wrong. He called him back on a Tuesday, told him no, he's fine. They nodded like they understood, drew a different line. The kid from nowhere, running hard. The kid from nowhere, playing every card. No pack behind him, no machine, no name, just a folding table and a reason. Goddamn shame, the kid from nowhere, we needed him bad. The kid from nowhere, watch what they did to that. First came the mailer. Somebody dug up a photo from a college party, 2014. Red cup, wrong friends, right lighting for a lie. Then came the local news story. Questions surround challengers' background. What questions? Whose questions? Nobody said. Then came the robocall, paid for by something called Ohioans for Ohio values. Registered in Delaware, nobody from Ohio involved. Marcus stood outside the grocery store on a Tuesday in October, rain coming down. One volunteer, his cousin Diane, held the sign. A woman walked by, looked him in the eye, said, honey, I wanted to vote for you, but I heard you were... She stopped, didn't finish, walked away with the groceries. Marcus stood there in the rain. Diane said, you okay? He said, yeah. He was not okay. Lost by 4 points on a Tuesday night. Headquarters empty by the time the clock hit 9. Career man Dale took the district again, shook Marcus's hand, said, better luck, my friend. Marcus went back to Dunmore Street, back to the diner, back to the beat. Dad put a hand on his shoulder, said, you tried, son. Marcus just stared at the TV. Dale had won. 6 months later a call came through. The party again, they had something new. We want you to run, we'll back you this time. Marcus heard the hook beneath the line. The kid from nowhere made a choice. The kid from nowhere sold his voice, took the money, took the bag and took the deal. By the time he won, wasn't Marcus for real? The kid from nowhere, God, we needed him bad. The kid from nowhere, they got him in the end. They always get him in the end. They always get him in the end. Oh, Marcus is in his 3rd term now. He doesn't remember the folding table. He doesn't remember Diane. He doesn't remember the woman in the rain. Dale thinks Marcus is a fine young man. Dale is right.